Hi, this is France and Jill, and we're here to talk to you about our reactive dog training classes. So this is our intro video that we would like all of you guys to be able to watch and kind of work through so that we are all on the same page about basically what we would like you to bring to your training sessions, and we'll explain that more thoroughly right now. So I'm going to ask Jill a few questions, and she's going to tell you exactly what we recommend that you bring. Again, some of the things might deviate, but we're just going to go through things pretty quickly here so that you can have a really good idea of being prepared before you even start working with your dog and your training. So Jill, what do you recommend people bring for motivators for classes?
Well, treats are a big one. Knowing what your dog's favorite treat is, knowing the hierarchy of your treats is important. So you have kibble, you have zook treats, you have liver treats, and then you have the greasy stuff, the ham, the chicken, the cheese, and that sort of stuff. And that's usually the higher value things. And those are the things we're going to be using around our triggers and to teach the behaviors that we want to be able to use around triggers because we need to have a lot of value built in for that. So knowing your hierarchy of your treats is very important. In addition to the food, we're going to also use toys. So if your dog is toy motivated, toys can be just super, super beneficial. And you can get all kinds of toys. It can be balls, tug toys, flirt poles, all kinds of different things. Know what your dog's favorite toy is, just like food. It's really important to know the hierarchy of your toys as well. If you don't know this, then you have a little bit of homework and figure out what your dog's favorite thing is. Know it, and then we can use that to our advantage.
And Jill, how will I know if it's my dog's favorite?
Oh, you'll know.
Awesome.
They will give you more focus than you have ever known. And they'll do anything. You think, oh, they'll do anything for treats. We hear that a lot, and yeah, that's true. But it's not always for the treats. In the beginning it is, but yeah.
Awesome. Jill, I'm always wondering, what should my dog be wearing? Should they be wearing a flat collar, a slip lead, a harness? What do you recommend?
Well, flat collars are fine as long as you don't have a puller. Obviously, if your dog pulls, they're going to be choking themselves, their arousal level is going to be going up, and you're going to have no control. So a flat collar is not for every dog. If a flat collar is not what you're going to be using, then I would recommend a harness. I really like front and back clip harnesses. I recommend rough wear harnesses often because you can clip on the front and the back, making it very obvious when you want the dog to be walking nicely or when they're allowed to pull. Another option, which I have today for you to see, is a Julie's Canine harness. It goes around the front, it clips on the back, and you can get insignia for your sides. And you can order whatever you want it to say. I find that when it says in training or do not pet, it is very, very helpful. And people approach you less, or they realize, oh, I can't interact with you right now. And I just find that so, so helpful. It doesn't work 100% of the time, but if you have a reactive dog, some of the time, anything is better than nothing, right? This also gives you a bit more control in the front. I find they don't pull as much, and it gives you pretty good control. And it's not around their neck, so they're not going to be choking themselves either. And I believe you can get a front clip for these as well. So to help with the pulling and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I have seen those, Jill. Now, will they slip out of those?
That's a good question. No, they can't get out. It clips underneath their legs, and around the front. So it's very, very difficult if it's fitted properly. And I should note that it's very important that you have properly fitted harnesses or any of your equipment, flat collars. If you think your dog can slip out, then you have a real issue. If you're worried about your dog slipping out as well, you can get a double-ended lead and have one end attached to here and one end attached to the collar. And there are escape artists out there, and if you have one of those, I would recommend a double-ended lead for sure.
Now, I've been to the pet store and they recommended a prong collar. Is that a good option?
Well, prong collars can be misused very easily. They cause pain. They cause your animal to feel like they are actually being bit. So when you're going around other dogs and they start to pull and the prongs dig into the neck, the dog is actually feeling like it's being attacked. So in no way is that helpful for what we're trying to achieve, which is building confidence around scary things. And causing pain and making our dogs uncomfortable is no way to build confidence.